Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. It is Wednesday, obviously, I think I already said that. Just to remind everybody, I will be live streaming tonight, and that will be happening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the topic we're going to talk about, you're already chipped. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that topic, and we're going to go over some things, and we're going to talk about that. So I think that'll be a really, really interesting topic, and I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback. So I invite you to join me tonight for that. Okay? So let's get into the topic for today. And I was going to talk about this yesterday, but then I just went on my autism thing, rant, if you will. But I'm not wrong with the autism thing. So I just got back from riding, so that's why I have this all in rubber bands, because when I ride, if I don't have this in rubber bands, it blows up in my face. So I took my sister out for a ride. She hadn't been riding, and she had said, "When are you going to take me for a ride?" I said, "Well, we can go today, because it is about 88 degrees. It's very warm, and so I thought today would be a good day for that to happen." So anyway, so that's why I have this this on like this. So I do it for riding, and it works. So there you go. So I have to put my hair up when I ride. It's very important. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the situation going on in Rochester, New York. I used to live in Rochester, used to live right in the city itself for many years, a couple different places, and so I did it again. All right, we got a breaker. I got to show you guys this. We're gonna continue talking about the other thing here in a minute, but I think this happened. Let's see. Yep, it did it. Unbelievable. All right, I'm going to leave that one right off. No, that's not the one I wanted. It was this one that I wanted to leave off. Okay, that's coming back on. All right, so we're having an issue with. All right, so this with this one here, I just turned this one off, which is for that. But this breaker, we believe that this breaker is bad, so it's affecting the entire system. So unfortunately, I'm not able to utilize my whole solar array right now. Me and Brian have been trying to figure out what's going on, but we think that this breaker, sometimes it happens, you get a bad breaker. So we're going to be getting a new breaker put in here. So it's affecting the system. It keeps kicking everything off. So that's why I turned this one off altogether. So that side is completely off right now. And we only have power coming in from the one side of the system. And of course, it's the smaller side. So, what are you going to do? It happens. I thought it might be okay now, but apparently not. So, but we got, it's always troubleshooting, always trying to figure out, what issues are where and what's going on and stuff like that. But anyway, so let me get back to what I was talking about. So the wonderful mayor of Rochester, lovely Warren, who is interesting, I will say that. Let's just put it like that. She's interesting. So you've had all this unrest going on in Rochester and people acting like idiots. And so the other night, they had made, I think it was like 23 arrests of people. Now we got to remember what's going on here. People throwing things at the police, bottles and bricks or whatever all they're getting their hands on, they're throwing at the police. And so what is happening is, so they arrested, I think it was 23 people. If I'm mistaken, I apologize, but they made some arrests. So of course, lovely Warren, who is a Democrat, imagine that, Democratic city with unrest, imagine that again. She was like, well, no, they shouldn't be arrested. They have the right to protest. And this is what's wrong, guys. This is what's wrong. I have no problem with anybody protesting. I mean, I personally, and I've said it before and I'll say it 100 million times, I don't like protesters. I don't like protesting, period, okay? I don't like it. So even if it's something I believe in, I'm not going to protest it. But anyway, if it is a peaceful protest and you want to peacefully protest, that's fine. That is your right to do so. The minute you start throwing things at the police, the minute you start breaking windows, the minute you start looting buildings, doing all these type of things or destroying people's property, in Rochester's case, they were attacking, like the restaurant, and rousting the people out of the restaurant, and throwing the chairs, and it's just ridiculous stuff. That's not a peaceful protest, okay? So those people were arrested. Some of them were arrested, I should say. And so the mayor comes out with, she doesn't want, them to be arrested or charged because they have the right to protest. And again, that's the problem. When you have those people acting a certain way, and it's encouraged, okay, by your local governments, that's free reign. And they can act like any kind of animals that they want to. And when I say animals, guys, and I'm not making it one race. I'm basically making it, if you are a person that is out there destroying other people's property, not caring about people, trying to hurt people, you're an animal, okay? I don't care what color you are. So let me just break that down before somebody starts yelling, oh, you're a racist. Whatever, okay? But, so, yeah, you act like an animal, you should be treated like an animal. That's how I feel about that. So, but when you have these local governments allowing this nonsense to continue to happen, they figure, hey, we can just do whatever we want to do, and they continue to do it. So they're basically handcuffing the police, not letting the policemen do their jobs. I know that the police chief over the incident, now I think it happened in March of this year, and the tapes just came out, and that's why they're all acting squirrely. Now here's the best part, and again, so I'm going to break this down for you again. So it's March. March in Rochester is not the warmest time of year. And in the video that they've released, you could see it was snowing, okay? So it's cold. So the police come up on a man who's butt naked in the street, all right? And they tell him to get on the ground, which he does. They handcuff him. And then he starts trying to spit on the police and saying that he has COVID. So they put a spit mask on him. Well, unfortunately, while holding him down, he asphyxiated and he died. Now, here's a little twist, because they're not going to bring this up too much. Guy was high on PCP. So I'm going to be Mr. Garrison for a minute. Don't do drugs, okay? A lot of these incidents that happen with the police and people acting stupid, it's drug related. They're high on something. Floyd, they eventually have proven that he had enough fentanyl in his system, and that actually ultimately led to part of the reason why he died, okay? And I think that other kid that they shot, I think he was high too. But again, do drugs, do stupid things, win stupid prizes. Hello, that's how it works, okay? You can have mental health issues, and I understand that, and again, but you still have to act in a certain way, or the cops are going to deal with it in a certain way. The thing is, I want you to understand something with the police real quickly. When they go through training, if they have somebody that is resisting or has a weapon, okay, like if somebody has a knife or a gun, they are trained not to shoot them in the legs, as Biden said. They are trained to use deadly force. Because what do? Do you wait till they kill some of the police officers? Hello, sir. How are you? You're a good boy. So they're trained to use deadly force. That's how they're trained. So again, it's just absolute insanity. It's just continues and it continues and it continues. It is amazing to me. It really, truly is. But that is what happens. And when you have these different governments, and the thing is, and this is not about being a Republican or a Democrat, but every Democratic city is where this nonsense is going on. It's not happening in Republican-held cities. So what does that tell you? Okay, it's being allowed to happen. It's being done for a reason. It's being done for a distraction. Again, always look behind the scenes, see what's really going on, see what is happening. Why are they allowing certain things to happen? What is the agenda? Okay. okay? So I'm looking at, there's across the street here, there's a dead pine right there, just sitting there. It's interesting. That's going to go across the road at some point, I can guarantee that. So anyway, so I want to hear your feedback on this. I want to hear what you guys have to say, especially you folks that live in Rochester, New York. I know a couple of you that follow the channel are up in the Rochester area. I want to hear what you have to say. I know a lot of people have asked me, well, you know, how is it affecting you with it being in Rochester and stuff like that? Rochester isn't close to me anymore. I'm not close to Rochester, so it doesn't affect me at all. You know, but again, it affects people that I know, people that I care about, you know, because when people start acting stupid, you know, who knows what can happen. But, you know, there's plenty of people ready to take care of business if business needs to be taken care of. Even in suburbia in Rochester. There's people, you know, like I said, you know, there's a lot of people up here that ain't going to play. They're not going to play. So, like I said, the bleeding heart liberals in the cities are going to scamper and run away like little scared sheep when anybody acts up a certain way. Once you get away from the city and you get out into even suburbia to some degree, but more, like I said, once you get out into the country, you got people that are not going to tolerate it. They're not going to put up with it. If people come out to the country and start acting, or let me rephrase that, trying to act stupid, they're going to meet their match because people out here aren't going to tolerate it. They're just not going to tolerate it. So, you know, again, and I'm going to tell you what, and I'll put it, you know, I'll put it really, really simple. If I'm standing here on this street, okay, so let's go look out here for a second. If I'm standing out here on this street, and there's a crowd of 150 people, let's even make it 250 people walking down that street, thinking they're going to come here, acting stupid, destroy my stuff and do that. I open up into that crowd, and we're just doing a scenario. I'm not saying that I would do this, but we'll just say, I open up on that crowd, and I don't care how many there are, they're going to run. They're going to run like the wind. They're going to try to get away as quickly as they possibly can because they don't have the police to protect them, to continue to act stupid, you know, and like I said, people out here are not going to tolerate it. That's just the reality of it. And I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not saying that that's what I would do. I'm just giving a scenario of what could happen, okay? So don't think that I'm saying, well, this is what I'll do. I'm just saying this is something that would happen out in the country. And before it ever got to this street, there's another whole street there. There's other houses up there that if they stopped that and started acting stupid, those people would do the same exact thing. They're going to stop it in their tracks, okay? Even down the side street here, same situation. There's a lot of houses, and they would have to pass a lot of houses first with their march, thinking that they're going to do something, and people are not going to tolerate it. It's just the way it is. It's a whole different mindset once you get out to the country. So, anyway, I want to hear your guys' feedback on this video. Please like, comment, and share. Also, make sure if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to hit all notifications as well, okay? You know, so, again, you know, people got to realize when you've worked hard for something and you've put a lot of effort in it, you're not just going to let somebody come in and destroy your stuff. That's not going to happen. And, you know, out here, it's a lot of hardworking people that have worked, you know, years. I mean, like what we've done here, this has taken years. This didn't happen overnight. So, again, you know, I'm not just going to let somebody come in and think that they're going to do whatever they want to do at that point. So, you know, that's what you got to think about as well. So, anyway, I am going to jump off here. Please join me tonight, 8 p.m. for the live stream. We are going to be talking again about, going blank here. You're already chipped. So let's think about that. Please join me for that. I think we're going to have an awesome discussion about that. And I want to make people think. Okay, I want you to think. That's what it's all about. So, anyway, I will see you all tonight at 8 o'clock. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Oh, and I had somebody tell me recently, we're not all in this together, so stop saying that. Okay. Just because you, sir, said that, I'll never say it again. Again, we're all in this together. Again, it's really true. People need to think about that because we're one race called the human race, okay? We really are. Just because you have some megalomaniacs and egomaniacs at the top running things, it doesn't mean that everybody feels that same way. So, anyway, also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. Okay? Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you're going to be fine. Look at Mr. Lucy. Just chilled out, sound asleep. Very relaxed. It's a hard life up here. Alright guys, I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.